Welcome back to Live at 5, and I am here joined by Ryan
Dietrich.
Dietrich, all right.
And Nick Gertsema.
All right, and you mind telling me where you guys are from?
Yeah, I'm the Chief Market Strategist at the Carson Group. We're a large RIA based in Omaha, Nebraska.
All right.
And I'm CEO and Wealth Advisor with Gertsema Wealth Advisors. We're located right here in St. Joseph, 100% locally owned.
Gotcha. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today. And they're just here to talk a little bit about the current market and trends that you guys should keep a lookout for. So just to start out now, we're well into 2025. The year is, it's almost going to end pretty soon here.
No doubt.
And so what would you guys say have been the most important trends or surprises that you guys have seen in the market this year?
Yeah, I think the volatility is one of the big trends we've seen, right? We had the big sell-off around Liberation Day, but now markets are like back to all-time highs, flirting with it. But I think what really the listeners need to be aware of, we're wrapping up earnings season right now. It's been really solid. We have strong earnings. The companies have said the consumer is still solid. We're still growing. Yes, inflation's out there. Yes, the tariff uncertainty is out there. But the reality is corporate America is very agile. Corporate America, once again, is saying things are good with record profits and strong profit margins. Those are reasons the stock market's back to all-time highs.
All right, well, we're glad to hear that. Anything you'd like to add to that?
Yeah, and for us, the biggest thing is to be able to have a plan. So when you see things like all-time highs or volatility in the market, you're able to adapt and to be able to respond to some of these situations quickly, nimbly, and be able to take advantage of what the market presents. We can't control the markets, but we can always react and do something that ties to your plan.
Of course. Well, thank you guys for that. And as we're into the final stretch of the year, what are outlooks looking like?
Yeah, still pretty good. I think people need to remember August and September historically can be volatile. So after a 28% rally in the S&P 500 from the lows in April to the recent peak, maybe we're due for a little consolidation, a couple scary headlines. That's normal. That's okay. But again, I call this the sweet spot, right? You think about golf, hit the ball in a sweet spot. It feels really good. When the middle of the year for the S&P is up between 5 and 10%, like we were this year, the rest of the year has been higher 15 out of 17 times. The reality is this is still a bull market, and it's last comment on this, it's a global bull market. It's not just the U.S. that's going higher. Literally, like every country around the globe is going higher. Europe is leading, emerging markets are doing well. This is a global bull market, and one we don't think is about to end anytime soon.
All right, well, that's glad to hear. And just real quick before we leave, guys, is there anything that people should be paying close attention to right now?
For us, it's about making sure that you're insulated from the market. You're going to have the market swings. You're going to have the high highs and the low lows. But we work a lot with retirees, people who have a plan, people who depend on the market to be able to provide their income. So when we see great things like we've seen in the market so far this year, and Ryan's still very bullish, and we are as well, we're going to settle sometimes for good enough and say, okay, we're going to take some of those assets. We're going to make sure that for us, we've got bucket one, and bucket one's what we use to make sure that we can provide retirement income for our clients. We're going to refill it because things are good. We're never going to be able to time the market. I'd like to say we're able to, but we'll settle a lot for good enough just to make sure that we can provide that income while being able to participate in what we think is going to be a very strong market for the rest of the year.
All right. Well, that sounds very great, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us for Live at 5, Ryan and Nick, and we'll be right back.